we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and lunch. That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem had O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, boys, we are here
Welcome.
to a
Welcome,
fine
everybody.
episode of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. We are doing something a little bit different. We're doing streaming from Discord tonight. We didn't get to our studio, but Alex is in a hotel room and Woody is in his grandma's basement. He does not live there.
How
we
cool am
promise.
I? I mean, you haven't done anything in life until you record from your 97-year-old grandma's basement.
Yeah,
That's where it's at.
that's right. I'm in my own basement as I normally am, and we're going to talk about some football today. I mean, I know that's a change of pace from where we're normally at since we're pretty much talking football constantly, but start off with a little bit of the housework.
You
or
guys
house
did
cleaning.
all Hall of Fame. One.
Yeah, we did do a Hall of Fame episode. Do some house cleaning for us, Alex, our socials guy.
Yes. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's linked in the TikTok or the Twitch or the Kick. I think I've got them all linked. Follow the TikTok if you join us there. I see some people trickling in on here. We got a Facebook page. We got a Twitter page, X or whatever. We got Alan's favorite Kick.
Love it.
I think
Drop
that's
kick.
about it. I think that's everything. We got a Twitch too.
We're
as
currently
well.
live
That is
on Twitch,
BBB Sports
YouTube, TikTok. I think that's it,
Talk.
right?
And Kick.
Yeah, and Kick.
Kick? Did you? Yeah, you did.
You guys
Kick
lost
as well.
me.
Kick,
We're everywhere.
Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Without further ado, we're going to get on and talk about our 2 games that were played last Sunday. And let's start
Yes.
off with the NFC, as
start
that
right
game
here.
did play first.
We're starting
going
with the
NFC
NFC.
first, Woody.
You calm
We're go-
down.
Oh, I
You
can't
just
hold
chill
my
out.
excitement. I've been
Um,
waiting all day to poke the bear. Come on.
Well, start with
Yeah,
poking the
I'm
bear
sure you
first,
will
and the
be.
bear is the Commander's run defense.
Yes.
Or lack
keep my pen
thereof.
up.
They yeah, there was no run defense at all.
Well, in all fairness, who's
7.
been able to stop Barkley? You know, just that.
That's true. That's true. And we're not going to talk about any Super Bowl stuff right now. That's next week. We are going to refrain from that. So, but yeah, I don't know who can stop Barkley is what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah. He's on another
Old
level.
Georgie Karloftis,
play.
right? He's going to stop him.
Ah,
Hey, George and Chris Jones. No, I don't think they will. They're not going to stop him. Slow him down. Slow him down.
Well, something,
Maybe-
well, right now,
what ended up being the final score of that game? Was it 55 to
55 to
23?
Which it wasn't. 23.
23.
It wasn't
Okay.
that big of a blowout. Like the game was 7-15 at the half.
Oh, yeah.
Washington.
The Eagles scored 2 touchdowns at the end when it didn't matter.
Will Shipley? What's the guy's name? Like a-
Will Shipley, the former Clemson running back with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was that
that's-
running back that won the national title with them.
Okay.
I was thinking ETN there too. Yeah, that's right.
No, yeah, Shipley was there too.
Yeah. yeah.
Commanders fans are furious about the tush push, and I'm not really sure why. Because really all the tush push
I don't
stopped
either.
was Barkley from having 6 touchdowns.
It's
Yeah,
it's a legal play. Like if you can't stop it, I don't know, play better, figure something out. Like I get so tired of the drama behind that.
Okay, so I was
I
at
do
my
too.
son's
I mean,
basketball game when that part of the game was going on. Did they eventually get the offsides penalties so many times that they just awarded the touchdown?
no,
That's not how that would
no.
work.
Th-
They scored
They
so many
threatened it.
not scored from you're referring to.
No, they threatened it.
Yeah.
You must have not watched the game.
No,
either.
they
No,
they
no,
legitimately announced
um,
that if this keeps happening, we can award the touchdown.
Yes, but that's
You know,
not what
that's the
happened. I
thing.
think
Yeah.
after after they announced it is when they scored.
Yeah.
Okay.
More or less, they
Next
said if
play.
you jump off sides this time, we're going to give them the touchdown.
Well,
It's crazy.
I mean, they kept moving them up, and there's no more place they can move them up.
Yeah.
So,
Half the distance to the goal is 3 inches. What do we do?
Yeah.
yeah.
More or less, yeah.
I
so
missed.
I don't know
I
if the
saw the
Commanders were
begin-
doing it on purpose or.
No, it was. I mean, they were trying. What's his name? Number 4 on the Commanders, running or middle linebacker. He was trying to Palomalu it, and he did it
Coming
like
up.
2 times where he was quick or early and jumped
Just a hair.
over, and that was part of it.
Okay.
And then they just kept going early. It wasn't anything like other than them just knowing they got to try to stop it.
Yeah.
I seen that Bobby Wagner thought that the Eagles were lined up offsides, but after like the 4th time when the ref kept moving it, I don't see how they could have lined up offsides.
Right.
Especially
know.
when you're on the literal 1-inch line.
Yeah, it's like, how can you run
So-
like, you'd have to be lined up in the end zone to be offsides. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
So that wasn't even my main takeaway. Like Saquon, he had the huge run to start the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I didn't see Walter Payton play, Barry Sanders, but the combination of the speed, the agility,
I was
speed-
going to bring this up next week. Right now, Saquon looks like the best running back of all time. Like this
Yeah,
little stretch that this stretch that he's on,
yeah.
I don't see how anybody can ever.
It's the best I've
Fair.
seen.
Right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Especially
Daniel
when they can slow him
Tomlinson
down
had
with
some pretty
cramps.
crazy years.
Game.
He did, and that's a little
The
early
same
for
way,
me to
though.
remember.
LT had the big touchdowns. So, like, I'm talking, like, just take over the whole game. Like, which in all fairness, the
His
O-line.
acceleration
Yes,
that
the
he's
breakaway
got
speed.
still is
Yeah,
ridiculous. I mean, it's just like if he gets to that second level, he is gone. It's just
Think of
like,
what he
if he
could have
gets
done
to
if he
that-
had adequate team around him at work.
My camera
Yes.
went away. There we go.
yes,
Uh,
I agree.
It was crazy. That first touchdown run, he didn't get touched. I think he was 12 or 13 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And a guy that
and
tall
the thing
could-
is, when he
secondary-
gets past that first line of defense, there's no DB in the world going to take down Saquon. Like,
Not one-on-one, not two-on-one.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like, it's unreal. And the crazy thing is I thought Hurts looked better than he has since he got concussed in the
Hurts
regular
looked
Yes,
really
yes.
good. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
Hurts
efficient.
looked really good that game.
It's not the best secondary he's going against. Like, I think the Chiefs is better. But
the
still,
Chiefs have
he
one of the
looked
better
healthy.
defenses
So-
in football. Like, that's why they win their games. Like,
Well, so here it is for me, and I was listening, driving, listening to the podcast. Hurts has figured out now, and he's taken a little bit of this from Mahomes. He doesn't really turn the ball over anymore.
Right.
He's realized, like, he is very much, as Rogers would say, a game manager. He's not
efficient.
going to maybe win
Good
them.
mark.
He's not going to win them that game, but he damn sure ain't going to lose them because he knows he don't have, like, it was, how did they put it? Their way to win is so much larger than their way to lose if they just play their game. Because
Yeah.
their game
Yeah.
is, that defense is great, and Saquon and Jalen, for that matter, because he had some big runs, can run the ball, and then, we can just
Yeah.
throw it
but
up
at the
to
same
A.J.
time,
Brown
he
every
is
once in a
winning
while.
them that game by not making mistakes.
He is.
That's
That's what I mean. That's what I'm getting
error.
at.
I think
Yeah.
that's what you were saying. Like,
Yeah,
they've
their
got a
margin
bigger
of error,
than-
yes.
Because the defense is so much better than it was last year. I mean, Barkley is next level. That O-line. I mean, honest to God, guys,
But-
this is one of the most complete teams I think we've seen in a long time. Like,
I would agree with that.
That
Yeah.
secondary
Hurts is-
got
oh.
good fast.
it did. Fangio.
I
They're
Woody,
hiring.
you weren't here, but like for the pick'em, I said how many times Rogers after that bye week, I thought Philly had been the best team in the league. Like
Yeah.
that bye week, they changed. Sirianni's changed. He's not making dumb decisions anymore.
Yelling.
Like
They
the
hired
whole
two
team,
great
the
coordinators to
secondary
help
got good. Yeah, well, last year he lost his 2 great coordinators too.
But I think
People
it's
forget
an
that.
upgrade. Honestly, Kellen Moore,
But
I've been
yes,
super impressed.
yes.
Helps
But
having
also
Barkley.
he is like you haven't heard about him doing anything though either.
Yeah.
So I think he's grown as well.
Got Big Dom there beside him. Like,
Yeah.
don't be stupid.
That helps.
Big Dom's back?
No.
That helps.
On the other
Oh yeah,
side,
Dom's been back all year.
Okay.
oh yeah, he's been on the sidelines all year. A different role.
Yeah.
But he's there. They've been great. On the flip side, Jaden Daniels loss. I was super impressed by him. This game and the fact that he got them this far. Like if you look at the two teams, compare them. Holy crap! Philly roster head and shoulders above Washington.
Yeah.
Daniels was a difference
Yeah.
maker. McLaurin stepping up. Honestly, would you say like maybe 3 or 4 guys on the Washington team would start on Philly? Philly's roster's that good, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure that
I
there'd
would
be
say
anyone
that.
on that offense that would start on the Philly team.
I'd take Daniels, honestly, over Hurts. Maybe that's a knee-jerk reaction.
Terry
Corn.
probably would be close.
Corn.
Terry
I
could,
think
could
it's
get there for
6
sure.
dozen in one hand, half, or 6
Yeah.
in one hand, half dozen the other.
I would say that for the QBs. I think Terry would, but that's it.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're having this conversation says it all.
But he'd be wide
you know.
receiver 3 on that
Yeah.
team, probably, maybe 2.
Yeah, you
I
could.
think
That,
he could too.
yeah.
But what I'm getting at, I guess, going forward for them, they have a lot of cap space. They have their young quarterback in place, like rookie contract. I am curious to see what they add.
They've got a
especially with
new
the
owner that's
football.
hopefully willing to spend some
Yes.
money.
Yes, yeah, I think they will
Yeah,
spend.
they are.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is like they made it this far with an inadequate roster.
Oh,
Philly.
the
They overachieved.
Washington fans are thrilled.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, right now we're still
Thrilled about
seeing,
this year.
other than like the draft, which was Jaden Daniels and a couple others, they're still seeing a Dan Snyder team out there. Like, so I think that they can only go forward from here.
And
they
like,
will.
think of it, they've got old Bobby Wagner, old freaking Zach Ertz there. Like
Yeah.
like these guys we forgot were even playing still.
Zach Ertz had a huge
And,
game,
You know, he did.
like
He
11
did.
receptions for like 120
Um,
yards.
Yeah, he can still ball.
Yeah.
He can still ball, but
I would like
you're
to
still
see
gonna
some
look for
running
another
back.
tight end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They had
D-Rob
two-
started so good. Like he
Did.
started off the year and he was great, and then he got hurt, and then he just wasn't the same. That kind of like what has happened with Pacheco, but apparently Kareem Hunt found the freaking fountain of youth.
Well, Pacheco also had a major injury. Like
Yeah.
I was kind of ignorant to think when
Well,
he came back.
I think that the
Pacheco.
fountain of
Oh,
youth
Larry.
with Hunt this year is that he's only had to play about a half a season.
Yes, it did help.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
did. He stayed fresh. He's looking in a limited role, but
But
to this
back
game,
back to the Commanders, yeah.
like they
Go
are a
ahead,
few
Woody.
pieces away. Dan Quinn, I can't give him more praise. Like the job he did with them. That second quarter, that fake punt, keep them in the game. What they throw 23 yards.
I think
Under
Dan
through it.
Quinn should be the coach of the year.
That's a conversation from the other day.
that's-
There's a few up there.
That's a
but-
conversation.
He's in the running.
We actually think that was actually, if you forgot, I mentioned that in the group chat. That's something we need to talk about next week.
Yeah.
That's called a tease. That's professional work
That's
there,
a
Roger.
tease. Next-
Tease. Coming
next
soon.
week.
Write that
Already
down.
Yeah,
had it,
because he
right?
totally meant to
Mentioned
do
it.
that.
I saw his eyes. He read him, just like the other Aaron Rodgers. It's nostalgic. No, like I said, I guess to wrap this game, I was super impressed with Philly team. Well, like you made a point, Sirianni has not screwed the ship. There's growth for him in fact. Like this whole team has came together. Ertz is healthy. The O line, that's the one thing going forward. There's a lot of injuries there,
Yeah.
and that's been their bread and butter.
There is injuries there, but they got 2 weeks to.
Yes.
know, Jurgens wasn't completely injured. He just, was a little hurt, and then he ended up coming in because
Yeah.
Dickerson got hurt.
Yes.
So
we'll know more about that probably in a week from now. We
Sirianni's
will.
come a long way this
Yes.
year from yelling at Jags fans in week like 4 or 5 to.
Well, it was all that Chiefs game when they beat the Chiefs last year. He was yelling
But
at Kansas City fans.
Alex
I think
is
he won one
absolutely
game.
right though. Like after they got off that bye week, they looked terrible going into that bye
that
week.
team.
Yeah,
I was
that team
so down on the
changed.
Eagles. I'm like, this is not the team we saw.
I agree.
And then they flipped a switch, and
They-
honestly, they've looked unbeatable since.
He got healthy too.
They
Like-
that I will say didn't realize until I was listening earlier. Those games that they looked like crap, they did not have AJ Brown.
Yeah,
Oh, they didn't. And
And
Devontae
actually, I
Smith
think-
missed some. They were beat up.
Yeah.
yeah. The
but-
receiving core is beat up
AJ
most of
Brown's
the first
huge.
half of the season.
Yeah.
I guess going forward, for the whatever you'd say, the autopsy, whatever on the Commander season success, bright future. Eagles, holy crap! Like they deserve to be here. They really do.
They do.
I'd pick the
Yes, they
Lions
do.
here, but the Eagles. We did say it'd come down to this. I want them.
Yeah, as the season went on, I was more on like, oh, I think it's the Eagles. I kind of think
Yeah,
they're the
yeah.
best team in the
Injuries.
league.
Well, the
And-
Lions just had too many defensive injuries.
Yes, they
and
did.
Lions had injuries too. But I still like, as I was watching them, like I said, after their bye week, it was like the first game after their second game. I was like, dude, this team's scary now.
Mhm.
Something flipped.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's my for both teams. Where I think. No
All right.
shit, Sherlock moment. But Daniels,
well,
I'm
at this point, Woody, the floor is yours. We're going to
do
the
it.
AFC.
I love it right here, guys. I actually want to open this up for Stat Guy. There it is. I love it. Your number one too, buddy. What was yours and probably 99% of America's takeaway from this game? Go ahead.
Is what other people have said. I just merely brought up facts.
Was it restricted to like 2 plays?
No, I think
Possibly.
It was restricted to. It wasn't even really restricted to 2 plays. You know what? I was thinking about this on my drive. I am more
Good.
pissed
You
off.
calm
that
down.
We have let the NFL become this great league, and it's the best sport on earth, and they freaking insult our intelligence with not having a chip in the ball so we can see exactly where the fucking ball is, and not knowing what a fucking actual catch is.
I said
Like, how
if
we let
baseball
them
can tell
go
you
this
how hard a
far?
ball's hit, if baseball can say how hard a ball's hit to the 10th of a mile an hour, whatever it is, how can you not say where
You
the
can-
football's?
Every city has 18 Top Golfs now. What the fuck?
Goodell, spend some of your
In the
fucking
NFL
money. Come on.
NFL can't put a chip in the ball that can tell us exactly where the fucking
It'll
line
throw the
is and within,
aerodynamics
10
off, man.
yards. Fuck that.
Old school guys, historical. Come on, the chain gang. Love it.
They like this bullshit, is what it is. They like the
The
bullshit
drama.
because it gets people talking.
Well,
yes.
it's the same
So-
kind of stuff that, like, why they've not gotten rid of the umpires in baseball, like the home plate umpire calling
Yeah.
balls and strikes. It's just like,
That's different to me. That is different because this is not the referees. They shouldn't make this fucking line. Like, that shouldn't be what it is. If it goes 10 yards for a first down, that's not a referee's fucking call. It shouldn't be.
yeah.
Oh, you're saying it should be technology.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they can put like timestamps on it and everything. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
his knee is still up at this point and the ball is here. Obviously, it's a first down.
You
We'll
can still
solve
have
this
the
crisis.
human.
The technology exists, and honestly, I think
Yeah.
we're probably within 5 years of seeing it. As far as like stuff like
Hope
this
sooner.
happening, it's gonna get there eventually. But I'd say we're probably 3 to 5 years away from seeing it still. Like,
Well, like I said, we'll
Now,
solve this
on the-
another day. But my takeaway on this.
Now,
I
on
do-
the catch, Woody.
Yeah, go ahead.
On
Go
the
ahead. Yeah.
catch, did what I finally show you make sense on that?
Yes.
Where I'm like, I had to literally, guys, I had to explain to him that if you watch Xavier Worthy's white glove, he had the white glove.
Yeah,
The Bills guy
I
had
got
the
gloves
red
mixed
glove.
up,
If
too.
you watch his white glove, he comes down and his fingers are doing this. It's like, you can't have possession in your hand if your fingers are doing this on the fucking ball.
yeah,
I will say though, if
That was-
this was any other team, and we saw that, would we be surprised the call was missed there too? Because there's been so much trouble. I think the rule's crap. Like I think the defensive
Yeah.
player clearly had more possession. But I've seen that before. Where
I don't know.
just-
They've been
I just-
pretty clear on stuff. Like if that ball shifts when it hits the ground, it's not a catch.
right. But have you
Yeah.
seen what I'm getting at?
See,
Plays
but
where the
that
defensive
was-
player possesses it, an offensive
Yeah, but
player.
that was
think
my
it's two
thing though,
hands.
Woody. I never see it. I said neither of them had a fucking possession. It was just not a catch.
Agree.
To
Honestly,
me, when
I
that ball hit
That's
the
not-
ground and
like,
it moved, it's an incomplete.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't be a 50-50 ball. It shouldn't be a tiebreaker ball. It was just not a fucking catch.
incomplete.
Yeah.
Have we
Yeah.
not seen a lot of calls like this missed before for
Oh,
teams all across the board?
I've
my
been on record saying this game was not necessarily like super poorly officiated, and the Bills had a chance to
No,
win the
it was
game.
just those things.
Yeah.
The Bills had their opportunity. Like the game was not ripped from their hands.
There
I
wasn't
just
a
feel bad for
Mahomes-
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad
But
for
there's
Josh.
one word that summed up the difference in this game to me, and it was not referees, America, it was coaching. And I hate
Yeah.
to say it, 'cause I love Sean McDermott. He seems like a hell of a guy. Team plays very hard for him. But I'll tell you, I've got a list here of stuff. Like, I thought Coach Reed, I thought he put on a master class. Big Red has been here before. I thought he coached to win, McDermott coached not to lose, if that makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you the points I was looking at here. First half, going for 2. They had a big touchdown to Hollins, huge to close the half. It was 21-16. Yes, okay, I get the math. You go for 2 there, sure, field goal game. You have momentum going. We're in the first half, guys. Don't treat the like they're God and gonna score
That
every
point-
possession.
May not
Like
matter
they
now, but
did-
it will later, maybe.
That's what I'm getting at. Because what happens second half? They drive down, they take the lead 22-21. Oh shit, we got to go for 2 again. Which I think on that one, was there an offsides where they moved the ball to the 1, or maybe that was the first one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Either way,
Yeah, there
if
was.
they would have taken both of those, they're up 24-21, a field goal. Okay.
Yeah,
Without
I,
having to do
hold them
any
out.
extra.
I would say the second one though, whenever they get moved like that, I think about every coach is going to go for it.
Yeah.
I don't. But now think about it. If you could have just went for 1 and been up a whole field goal, maybe you go ahead and do it. And here's my next point. Okay, the Chiefs then
I think it's inconsequential on the second one. I don't think that matters.
maybe.
I think the
my
first one
thought.
caused the domino
don't-
effect, though.
The first,
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Chasing.
See,
and it
I
was the
don't-
first
I
half,
don't.
guys. First half.
I don't.
I don't think-
because I think that whenever it gets moved, whenever the penalty gets called and it gets moved, they're gonna go for 2 no matter what.
I don't think
think
it
that's
does when if
inconsequential.
it comes into if you don't get it, you're not up by a field goal anymore. A field goal beats you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex. Okay, how'd they get stopped though on that one on the 1? Was it a Josh Allen run to the left?
Yeah,
That's my
that
next
was
point.
terrible.
5
But
times.
the whole point I want you to make is where the fuck was James Cook?
Thank you. That's what I'm
Yes.
getting into. I will tie this all together. I promise. Just stay with me. Okay, they went 1 for 5 on the. I'm gonna call it the Josh Allen tush push, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
1 for 5. Yes, Josh Allen is much more. Look at it game by game. The stats say to do that, but watch what Kansas City did. They shifted to the left.
Yep.
He likes to go left with it. They telegraphed what they were doing to stop it because they were like, "We're not letting him beat us." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
kept
did it
trying
anyway.
it. They went. No, they went 1 for 5, and this is including the controversial ball spot. But still, they didn't get it. You made a good point with James Cook. He had a hell of a game. That touchdown.
He's been
I
your
don't know how
dog
he
all
scored.
year.
But
They couldn't
I mean,
stop James Cook.
no,
Which
that
James Cook. Now I will say, the way James Cook ran on you guys makes me scared for the Super Bowl.
Yes, going forward. But why did they not give him the ball more? Okay.
I don't know. That
This
was
is-
driving me.
Why did
nuts
Pete
watching
Carroll
the
pass
game.
Right.
I was like, where?
Coaching adjustments,
This is-
guys.
Yeah.
That should have been made. They had a drive
Yeah.
in the third quarter where they took the lead. What did they do? Ran the ball up the Chiefs' ass, down their throat, every which
Mhm.
way to take the lead.
Well,
It was very clear the Chiefs could not stop that.
No,
Like,
no.
they couldn't.
And I understand Josh Allen can be super putting the ball in his hands. Okay, to a certain extent. You had a drive, you saw it working, and guess what? You kept the ball from Mahomes. You ate time off the clock. Like, bread
this
and
is
butter.
the difference
It was working
between
for
well-coached teams and teams that are talented but don't have the best coaching. Because teams like the Eagles and the Chiefs, their quarterbacks, while they can make the plays, they don't force their quarterback to make the plays because they've got another team. They don't make their quarterback do everything because they know that
They
they've
put him
got
in
trust
position
in
to win.
all of their players, and they don't put it all on one guy and telegraph what they're doing. Because what you're saying is, like, Josh Allen went to the left 5 times during that game, all with QB
Yeah.
sneaks. Everyone in that building knew that they couldn't stop James Cook, but everyone in that building still knew that they were going to run that ball with Josh Allen because they'd done it 4 times already.
That was
Mhm.
that's been their bread and butter, but it wasn't working, and that's what I was getting at, making adjustments. Their big game plan too defensively, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the Bills played a lot of man-to-man, okay? Whenever Christian Benefort, who's a very good corner, I hate to see what happened. He got concussed. He was in protocol going into the game, and he went
God,
out.
he got like He went out like within the
He
second play. It was
Mhm.
that
Well,
sucked.
it was second drive for the Chiefs. That changed because they started attacking Elam, I believe was the man's name, who was a
Yes.
fringe NFL player. Bills, I really thought they would adjust their coverage. They left him one-on-one with Worthy.
That is
Pretty went off.
just in general weakness of the Bills teams though
Yeah,
too. Like
it
they
is.
just don't have
Secondary
much
or-
in the back end. Yeah, their
Fair.
secondary is very weak.
Good on the Chiefs for
Chiefs exploited it.
being able to actually use Worthy to make that happen. Because I think that the Bills probably went into that game thinking, much like Alex in instance does, seeing Worthy as kind of a non-factor. He's a guy
Kelsey.
that's a guy that you kind of, if someone's gonna beat you, you
Fuck
want it
that,
to be
it's
Worthy. You don't want it to
He's-
be
Take 20 yards off of his fucking count.
yeah.
At least 20, 25,
Right.
whatever that was.
Oh, on that catch, yeah, sorry. He still had a hell of a game. Even
He
with
did.
That out.
He did.
Yeah, he
that
did.
is-
The game
And
revolved around him way more than I
Diop
thought
was-
it would.
D-Hop was like non-existent.
no,
He had a
Brown
few
started
catches
the game
early.
hot. Roll.
He had a
Yeah,
couple
I jumped
catches
around.
early, I think, but that's it.
One or two catches. Yeah. But I think that's what I'm getting at, though, is that each you. Like, if you would have said going into this game, the run game, aside from Mahomes, would be pretty ineffective. Pacheco didn't do much.
Hunt looked all right. Hunt did enough.
Did okay, but it didn't, control the game. You would have said Kelsey was only getting 19 receiving yards. Who would you have took to win this freaking game?
Probably
Hey,
Pacheco.
I have another bitch.
Is
Okay.
it anything to do with Mahomes? I was gonna say my
No,
next
it's
point was the
Kelsey.
way they used him with the rush yards.
No, it was Kelsey.
I
what?
lost you.
Can
cut
you
out.
explain why he does not get a goddamn taunting call whenever he runs
I
up
lost.
to Damar Hamlin after that play?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
hate
no, he
Travis
should have.
Kelce. That should have been a taunting call, and I don't know why that's not called. And then
That's-
I told you guys I watched him shove a fucking cornerback to the ground and just nothing. Another bitch to my NFL is that, hey, you can let Travis Kelce go do this, but if you do this, that's fucking unsportsmanlike conduct.
Right.
Get your shit together.
I'm not gonna argue that point. I'm not. I'm talking
It's
strictly
stupid.
the game plan on the field. Like, also my
As I
last
said,
point.
my anger has moved to the NFL.
Also,
doing this shit.
Patrick Mahomes gets that roughing the passer call on when Allen stepped out of bounds and took a shot. It wasn't even a shot that I would expect to be called, but Patrick Mahomes gets that call.
Mahomes gets it.
Yeah.
I was thrilled there was no Mahomes controversy in this game. To
There
my
wasn't.
knowledge.
There
I
wasn't.
don't think-
There
Thank God.
wasn't. There was a hit just like the one Anderson laid on him from Oliver. I think it was from Ed
Yeah,
Oliver.
didn't get called.
That was it was the same exact hit. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's
they
that's the
learned.
one I'm
They
talking
learned."
about.
They cleared that up.
Oh,
they did.
okay.
And
Yeah.
that is the thing. Like, I don't know if going into the game, part of the game plan, they had him rush more because it's like, look at last week, because he got some calls last. They were shit. A couple of them when he was a runner. We discussed that on the full length show.
In case you guys are wondering,
Couldn't touch him.
Mahomes
Okay, so-
is on the injury report this week with an ankle injury.
He was last week too.
Yeah. it's the
Somebody
Belichick fake
somebody just
phantom
commented-
injury.
What's that?
Somebody just commented how the RFID chip in the football shows Josh got the first down, but it's not being addressed. So like, they already do have a chip in the goddamn football, by the way. They just don't use it.
I don't get that. Like I said, on it, I thought I'm a Chiefs fan. I thought he was stopped. I don't know. There was such a mess of bodies.
There's
Could've been
no
better.
there's no way to tell. There's no way to
No.
tell, and that's why they need to do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe it was a first.
That's why
We'll
that's
never
why
know.
I said that's like not even the human element. Like,
And damn it,
Yeah.
Keyshawn Nixon
Get that
recovered
figured
his
out.
own fumble.
Figure your shit out, NFL. Make it great again. Come on. No, lastly, like I said, I was super impressed the way Mahomes is athletic than he gets credit for. Helps that the refs make defenders put a pillow down and lay him down. But the way that they got him out of the pocket, rolling, scrambling like that, I thought that was a big key to why they won. I mean, he's more athletic than you realize. What do you have? 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, and it also opens up the RPO game. Like, they get him mobile, it opens up stuff downfield. That he had more rush yards than Josh Allen. Would have thought that going.
Yeah. So something that you don't see from the Chiefs in the regular season is that offense can beat you in a lot of ways. And Alex even actually said it in the first round of the playoffs is the Chiefs playoffs roster is a different animal than the Chiefs regular season roster, and it's the same people.
The intensity level, they save a lot play wise. You'll see different stuff in the Super Bowl.
Now, I don't think in the future they're going to be able to do that because their division's going to be hard to deal with here.
Well, also, I think that they're gonna lose a lot just when Kelsey's got maybe next year at most. He's a big part of bailing Mahomes out on plays. Like he goes and finds the soft spots in defenses. Noah Gray can do that a little bit, but he plays more part in that offense than what you realize.
They've got a young tight end they drafted this last year.
Is it not Noah Gray?
Not Noah Gray. No. Okay. The kid they drafted like third or fourth round this last year. That they drafted him. I am not saying he's the next Travis Kelce, but play style and all is similar. I guess what I'm saying, as long as Reed's around, I'll have faith they will figure out a way to maybe not replace him fully, but sum of parts figures.
Woody, we're just trying to find the end of this reign of terror.
I know. Hold on, real quick. I got to show YouTube, and I do follow teams that suck, not just bandwagon.
No, you're still a bandwagon. I'm gonna call you that forever with the Chiefs.
Follow the Rams, guys. Iron.
Now you're on the team that voted the Rams out with a fucking defensive coordinator who was a head coach on those shitty ass Rams teams.
Spags notices the role there, guys. I'm glad you brought him up because that corner blitz he sent 4th and 5.
Did Owen say something on YouTube?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He said, "What's up, Dad?"
Oh, what's up, Owen? He texted me just now because I can't see the comments on OBS.
Hey, happy late birthday, buddy.
Happy late birthday, Big O.
Yep.
Oh my God, I feel old, guy.
10, double digits, man.
What the hell else was I gonna?
Last shout out to Spags. I want to talk about that last play, that 4th and 5. I don't think anybody saw that corner blitzing on it. His ability to know when to send guys, I'm sure he's been burned. You look at it in the past. That was amazing.
Al, would you be saying that if Kincaid caught it?
Yes, because that would have been Josh Allen third off his back. But it was the right call. It was the right call, but Josh almost did something. He did.
He did the Superman thing.
He made the play. Kincaid didn't.
He made the play.
I don't think anybody thought there was a guy on the Bills like anywhere near it. Thought he just chucked it up. That was very catchable.
That was very catchable.
He should have caught it.
Yeah.
I don't think a defender got a hand on it.
He just wasn't expecting it or something. But that was a very catchable ball.
Yeah, it really was.
That was a ridiculous throw.
Josh Allen did everything he could to make that a thing.
Yeah, if they got burned on that, I'll tell you what, it was just you got beat. That was the right call. I am amazed. All the credit. I'm telling you, him and Big Red. That is my takeaway from this game as a Chiefs fan. Not the calls, like the coaching they did. And I hope this isn't the end of McDermott and Buffalo because I like the dude. What do you guys think?
You can't do that. You just. I mean, he took you to the AFC Championship game a couple times now. It was like the people that hopefully people don't say shit about Sirianni if he loses the Super Bowl, but he's been to 2 in 4 fucking years. It's like what are you gonna get that's better? You really think you're gonna find something better?
That's my point. Was gonna be I don't think so because who would you replace him with? Because you've seen a lot of guys already get hired, and I don't think he's a bad coach. It's just like, man, drop the ball on.
They need a. I don't know what's up with their offensive coordinators. They have issues there.
Yeah.
Because last year they were not good last year in offense until the guy.
Joe Brady, fired. Is that right? Yeah. They used Cook more. That was the thing last year. Is like look at what they had with him too. They knew
that was after the dude got fired. Too.
Right. This is the same guy, Joe Brady, I think's his name.
Yeah.
Coordinator now. Started using Cook more, and I'm like, how it works. Like, I thought this go with him. I mean, that touchdown was unreal, guys. Holy crap.
That was a bad end up coaching there by not using Cook.
It was. So
Big
I
time.
guess that's
and
my
that was my
takeaway.
main takeaway, but also fuck Spags.
All right, guys. So
Because
that-
he helped your beloved Rams that you love so much get out of town too. I'm
all right,
blaming
guys. That
everything
brings us
on
to
all
our
that being
next
a
and final
conspiracy.
and most important question: Who's
Okay.
winning it all?
Who's winning it all?
Nope,
I'm not-
nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that until next week.
Okay, it sounds
We
good.
got a whole. We
I'm
got a
not
whole
picking
week.
the team
We're not
on my
doing that.
hat, but
Yeah, we know who he's picking.
not
And you
telegraphing
know who
it.
I'm picking.
Okay,
we're not
well, I
talking
guess we're
about
gonna
that
leave them on a
until next week.
cliffhanger then. Dang.
There is
Yeah,
a lot, Alex.
exactly.
You're right. We will have it next week because, guys, we got to know
I'm
the
done.
health stuff.
Uh,
A lot of these Eagles. I'm gonna say lean though. As of coaching, Eagles have the better roster. I want to see some reports. I really do. I want to see that
I
O-line.
will make this. I'll make a point on it. Last time they played, the Eagles were the ones favored, and I did not understand it the last time they played in the Super Bowl because I thought the Chiefs are the better team last time they played. This
Yeah.
Eagles team is a hell of a lot better than that
hey,
team. is.
you know, Tom Brady beat the Eagles once.
It's a hell of a lot better.
You know what happened the second time?
No, he didn't.
And Nick
Yeah, he
Foles
did.
beat Tom Brady. That's all you gotta say. You never know.
Yeah. Brady beat the Eagles one time in the Super Bowl, and then they lost to the Super.
That was in 2004, and they couldn't. They're lucky T.O. had a broken fucking leg. They
That's
still
kinda
couldn't
funny,
stop
though.
him.
Tom Brady beat Donovan McNabb and lost to Nick Foles. That in itself is kind of hilarious. Football.
The Eagles sold big time on that Super Bowl. The first one. They sold.
Dude,
I was like,
you know what? You know what I hate the most about that is that T.O.'s legendary performance does not get talked about. Dude, he
Yeah.
played on a broken leg and could not be stopped.
he had like 8 screws or something, and it was a plate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like one of the more legendary performances in my opinion of all time.
oh, it is. And I think that was the only Super Bowl he played in. Is that right? Like
Yeah.
the only one the Eagles made it during that tenure.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, we'll what next show we'll have our
but yeah,
we're gonna do Super Bowl
my
breakdown,
point is,
right?
I think that this Eagles team is a hell of a lot better than the
Oh,
one that
yeah,
was
yeah.
favored. That's not real close.
I agree with that. This
Hey,
this
but what was the line's like 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's less than a field goal.
Now,
But I just remember.
that line
I
was
just remember that one that the Eagles were favored by like two,
Yeah.
2.5,
Yeah.
and I thought
It was
that was.
close,
I'm like,
though,
that
maybe.
doesn't make. Yeah, but I didn't think it made sense because I thought the Chiefs were better then.
Yeah.
yeah. Chiefs fans, I'm kind of thrown off a little bit. I actually thought the Eagles were better that year, but sometimes I'm a little negative about teams I follow.
No,
I don't know.
I thought
but
the
it-
Chiefs were the better team that year, for
I
sure.
think it's going to be a hell of a matchup. I really do. Like, I think very even. I actually think the Chiefs match up way better than the Bills.
This is gonna be a very
Hear me
good
out.
Super Bowl. Two pretty good match teams.
But
I have no idea who will win.
well,
Alan
I
is
was just-
Alan as a Chiefs fan. Is there any team that matches up better in the NFL than this Eagles team? I don't think
matches
so.
up against the Eagles.
The one they just played.
I was,
Against the Chiefs. Against
Oh,
the
against-
Chiefs. What team?
what are you saying? What team would I fear the most?
Yes.
Honestly, the Eagles or the Ravens. If the Ravens would have made it past
That's
the
where I'm at.
Yeah.
I would have picked the Ravens to beat the Chiefs because of that freaking run game.
Yeah.
That's scary, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is to me this is the Chiefs fans' possible worst case scenario on a team they can
Yeah.
face.
Yep,
I
I'd
don't
have
know.
to
Lions
agree
would be
with
pretty
that.
fucking scary too.
I'd rather
Yeah,
face.
but the Lions don't have that defense.
No.
That's what I started saying.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's the Lions,
Even
the
a-
injuries like we saw,
Even
yes,
even the healthy Lions don't have that defense.
No, they don't.
not as good. You're right. I'd say it probably is the worst
They don't.
matchup. But hey, be the best, you got to beat the best. So let's freaking bring it.
All right, Ric Flair.
Right.
Woo!
Woo!
All
on
right.
that note, I
Do
heard
we
you're
want to talk
almost-
about some coaching hires here before we end? Pete
Oh,
Carroll
yeah, we
goes
can-
to the Raiders.
Tom Brady. Just trying
Yeah,
to get
try
an
that,
answer
I
from
know.
him. Tom Brady's just trying to get the
Owen
answer. Like,
said,
hey, why'd you throw the ball? Why'd you throw it?
I don't think Brady gives a shit about that. He's like, I got a freaking ring. I don't care why you threw the ball.
I think Brady gives a shit a little bit. He's like, come on. Brady is like, in post-retirement, Brady is the biggest troll of all time.
I mean,
We on
that's-
Pete Carroll.
He
I just
is.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I don't think Brady cares, but Roger seems to think he wants to know the answer to that question. I don't think he cares because he's like, I got a ring.
That's fair.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
BRB.
He don't care.
BRB.
Roger,
talk
Roger
about
said
coaches.
Roger said the only reason he hired Pete Carroll or wanted them to hire Pete Carroll was so we
Oh,
could ask him
this-
why they threw the ball.
Knowing
I'm like, he
Rodgers'
doesn't get
logic, I knew where that was going before you said it. I was like, Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't give a shit. I tell him thank you when you hired him for the ring.
Hey, Woody, just so you know, Owen said the Chiefs coach is fat-headed and old.
Yeah, you're damn right, and he's good, and he can eat way more cheeseburgers than you. That's right, son. Put you down on the wrestling mat, buddy.
Oh, shoot.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
No, you're talking Pete Carroll to
yeah,
Vegas.
Pete Carroll. Obviously, that team needs a ton of work. They are devoid of talent, minus Brock Bowers and Max Crosby. But I do think he is the guy to get there. To get him there, I think he can. You know, he's got a national championship. He's got a Super Bowl. He won this division many years. That's a good
Put it
hire.
in Seattle. You know, he brings the energy. Like, I think his shelf life expired there. I think it's a solid hire. I'm interested to see who he has coordinators. Like, maybe he tries to evolve his game offensively than what you saw at the end of Seattle.
Mhm.
It's fine. I mean,
They got to
Especially
get a
what you-
quarterback. I mean,
yeah, it would help. Sure.
I've heard who?
Said Shadur.
Who'd you
They
say?
trade up. Maybe.
Shadur, yeah.
Don't
I
have
was
much
gonna
else out
say
there.
Russ coming back to play with Pete.
Oh, I like that. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see
And
on
then,
that.
but yeah, they got a lot of work that they got to do for sure.
They do.
The Raiders,
Right,
but
man.
it's a
Yeah.
good hire, and you want to talk about a legendary coaching four in the same division? Look at those four and coaches in that division, man.
That's crazy that Harbaugh and Carroll, the history in the NFC.
Which I think they need because you got to take out Big Red, but you know,
All right,
Chargers.
as long as he's there.
Chargers are the closest one. They need a few more pieces on offense, and
Yeah.
that team could be there for sure.
I agree 100%.
Um,
What'd you guys think of Dallas?
Cowboys hire.
Oh.
Yep, Cowboys hiring Brian Schottenheimer. The only reason that I brought this up was what I exactly said in our group chat was I seen Cowboys people posting memes saying, "Oh my God, they didn't talk to Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn. This is exactly like they didn't call Derrick Henry." It's like,
They didn't
well, they
pick up
called
the
Ben
phone.
Johnson and Aaron Glenn. They just hit red. They hit decline.
Yeah.
Did they answer
Yeah,
that?
no,
Jerry
I
still
don't
there?
want to be here.
No.
They saw Jerry Jones lighting up on their phone, and they're like, pass.
I'll pass.
Nah, we're good.
It's almost
We're good.
like they wanted to run the team they're taking over. Crazy, isn't it, guys? What a concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Hey,
I
put
mean,
it this way.
Jerry
needs-
got himself into this mess anyways with how he handled Mike McCarthy and that
Yeah.
deal, and I mean, you know, but I will say, Schottenheimer's not been a head coach, but you know, I guess I was listening to Pat McAfee show, and he was a coach at the Colts at one time, and they said players love him. So,
Okay.
and you know, he is a son of a Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
Marty.
head coach.
He's bouncing
you know,
around
he
a
could-
lot. Don't know.
Yeah. So, but the Dallas has a lot more issues than the head coach there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think old pudgy
I mean,
Mike
they-
McCarthy was the least of their issues.
Actually, I thought he
Yeah,
did a good
he
job
was
with what he had
definitely
this
not.
year.
Yeah.
I really did.
I
I don't think it's an
did.
I'm
He did.
surprised Matt Eberflus didn't get his phone's not ringing off the hook. He has not been re-signed yet. It's weird.
Isn't he a D coordinator somewhere?
I thought he got. I
He
thought
got a
just
job?
hired as D coordinator.
Yeah,
He
D
did.
coordinator
I'm
somewhere.
pretty sure.
I don't remember where I saw it at.
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure he's got a job.
That guy should
But
never
I
be
mean, look-
employed by an NFL team again.
I tend to
Man,
think
there's so many.
There's been a lot going on.
There's so many.
Like the
No,
Ben Johnson,
Aaron,
Chicago.
wait, time out.
Oh, sorry.
He is the Cowboys defensive coordinator.
There it is. That's hilarious. Well, I guess we know what we think of their staff now.
Yikes.
What a shit
Yep.
show. What a shit show. That's all I
Well,
got.
Cowboys defense just got significantly worse.
Barry needs to take a step back. Some take a step
Have you
forward.
ever
That's my
actually
final.
seen worse coaching calls than what Eberflus did this season?
Not that I can recall.
Like,
That
mainly on offense.
yeah, mainly on offense, but like, they weren't necessarily
This
like
is defense.
offensively minded things. They were just like,
I think
I'm a
he needs to go to the
dumbass.
XFL, guys.
Oh.
I think he needs the year off. Dude,
Hey,
Cliff
he's-
Kingsbury. Go see the islands. Get rejuvenated up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a model wife like Cliff Kingsbury, I assume does. 'Cause, you know,
I'm not sure why that's
Come
relevant,
back,
but
he
you too.
does. Cliff Kingsbury is a good-looking.
Woody,
dude,
the
I'll
beer's
give him
empty,
that.
man. I'm sorry.
I know.
Uh,
See what Grandma's
another
got in the
coaching hire.
fridge.
Another coaching hire. Did you guys see the press conference from Lee and Cohen, the new Jaguars head coach,
I forgot
and how
about that.
everybody's making fun of him?
Duval?
I just remembered it. Duval.
Duval. Like, is he really going there?
Everyone's making fun of him, but there's a decent chance he's probably a good coach.
I think it's perfect for Trevor
Um,
Lawrence. Really do.
He did a hell of a job this year with Baker.
He's a
And
great offensive
I
mind.
didn't
Just makes me
appreciate how
boring.
Ben
knows
Johnson
that
in
if-
his interview just talked about how he enjoyed beating the Packers twice a year, but he's like, I decided to stay in the
I
division
see
because I
that.
kind of liked beating Green Bay twice a year. Actually, he said Matt LaFleur
Pretty good opening
specifically,
line.
but
yeah, that's like, didn't he say LaFleur specifically?
yeah, he specifically said Matt LaFleur.
Obviously,
Making my bitch twice a
everyone's
year.
clowning on Liam Cohen for that, but everybody also clowned on MCDC for his opening press conference and Nick Sirianni for his
Sirianni,
too, and look
yeah.
at where those guys are at.
That's what I was thinking.
So you damn sure can't say, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a terrible coach because he did this."
I
Whoop-de-doo.
agree. Tough
I can
start,
say
but
what
it
I
doesn't
want.
But
matter.
it is, but I do enjoy the meme.
Yeah.
I hope you know what I hope Jacksonville leans into it,
Yeah.
and then like
Oh,
at the beginning of every game they just play that clip.
if next year, week 5, they're 4-1, this is going to be a battle cry. That's all there is to make a positive out.
Yes, it's gonna become Jacksonville's Gloria.
There you go. I love it. We're missing those days, guys.
All right, guys. I
Yeah.
got to wrap up here pretty quick. You guys can continue, but unless you don't have anything else to talk about, anyhow. But
We're good. I better check on the upstairs
I
here.
do not. I think that's all I've got. I'm gonna go get ready
Fun
for
guys.
bed.
well, everyone, thanks for watching another episode. I believe this is episode 56, 57.
Thank you guys
56,
for
I
being
think.
I think it's
flexible.
56.
Appreciate it.
At least that's what I hope so, because I think that's what I put in the title.
Close enough.
I think that's right.
All right. Remember to
Follow
follow
us
us
on
on Twitch,
Facebook,
YouTube,
Twitter.
TikTok, Twitter,
Twitch.
X, all that stuff. Kick. Don't forget Kick, Woody's favorite.
Damn.
Everyone for stopping by. We
God.
highly appreciate
That
it.
was a knee
We're starting.
strike, you
Congrats.
loser.
We're going to be moving on to hear different sports here in a little while, so look forward to that.
Yes,
as
yes,
much as
it
we
is
do love
about that
football, we like to
time.
talk about all the sports. So maybe
Awesome
some
love.
mid-season NBA and NHL updates coming up your way pretty soon. So stay tuned, and
We're making
thanks everyone for
sports in
watching.
Southern Illinois great again.
Make
There you go.
Southern Illinois great again. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.
Sports. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.